There really is no future in Rome, not one that the Most High's children will want to be a part of, anyways. This illusion that we see on a day to day basis will fall. Some of the things that I was shown in my childhood that would come to pass are things like all these protests you see happening, all these riots you see happening will increase. It'll get to a point where you're going to see all of these real, I don't know what you would call them, but these groups of people that's really against the system are going to come together and start attacking the political infrastructure, starting with your policy enforcement. You're going to have people walking around, or I don't know, I don't want to call them the military, but they kind of dress like SWAT, I guess you could say, walking around. And there'll be a 6 p.m. curfew. There'll be helicopters in the skies day and night monitoring everything. And while all this is taking place, you're going to have an uptick in artificiality, more robots and jobs, which have already started, but it will get to a worse degree. Then you're going to eventually see a decline in the human population. Well, there'll be about 15% humans left on the earth. This is what they're trying to do. So the future doesn't look how people think it will look. This whole illusion of working a job and traveling and just the enjoyment that you were seeing people have for decades and even before us. That's not going to be the same case. The U.S. is a very young nation, okay, and only really started prospering in the 1800s after killing off all the indigenous people between I'd say the 1600s to the 1800s, or throughout the 1700s, which is what gave birth to their prosperity in the 1800s. They redid and reconstructed the constitution that the Moors had established, and they freed themselves from Mama, in other words, at that time, while Moors was still in the seats in England from the King James era of the United Kingdoms. So, yeah, we things are not going to look how people think it's going to look for the near future. AI is going to run rampant, but they're going to try to facilitate these underground places where they could store their consciousness. So you just have a lot of sick shit with these sick people and they have sick plans, and unfortunately they so-called run the illusion, I'd say, in the world. So there's really no escaping that when your system has become corrupt, and they're the ones that make the decisions, and they're the ones that um, pass your laws, and they're the ones that do those kinds of things. I'm trying to think of other things that I was shown that will come to pass. Um, just more holographs. Your celebrities will be taken out because really they don't need them anyways. Once they've given up their souls, all that the person is a shell. They can discard the shell and make a clone that they don't have to pay. So, or make or make an android type version of the person that they don't have to pay. You know what I'm saying? So everything we're seeing, which is why it's not good to watch TV and all that stuff, because it's really just all illusions. It's not real. Once the camera stops rolling, uh, the person's probably turned off and stored somewhere, and you're out there thinking they're living a good life, and they don't even exist anymore. So, yeah, we're living in some crazy fucking times. It ain't gonna get no better. So, children of the Most High's gotta find that peace within and continue to build that relationship with the Elohim. It's the only chance that we have at a true good life, and it's the only chance we have at experiencing any bit of goodness while the 7-year tribulation kicks off. It's not 2020 yet, so a lot of people have to realize that. And another thing, if I'm not mistaken, Moors are supposed to be free till maybe about 2018, 19. So I think that's when the true 400-year affliction ends. It's nowhere close to 20. I mean, it is close, but we got a couple years to go if it really is 2019. that would mark the 400-year affliction ending. And I'm not going based off Gregorian calendar. I'm going based off of Ethiopic. So it's not 2019, 2020 yet. But that's on the way though. So yeah, till then, and even when that time comes and after, may the Most High continue to guide us the right way and help us to see the truth, all true children of Elohim. And yeah, 13 love. I'm off this. I won't make this much longer. I can't really remember much else at the moment. Peace.